Yo,
Yo,
how are you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro.
I see that you're using your phone now.
Did you one better, bro? Using my cam.
Oh, nice. Nice, dude.
Yeah,
That's good, bro. Do you have like when you actually start taking calls, like do you have like quarter zips or like tighter clothing?
yeah, yeah. I'm just wearing this right now because it's kind of cold in here.
Yeah, for sure, bro. You
Yeah,
should invest when you have the money and the whatever, you should invest in a heater.
yeah. I got one. It's just kind of small, but yeah.
Yeah, like my basement's freezing, bro. It's like icicles down here, so I get it.
Oh,
Um,
you're in your basement right now?
my basement is my office, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So um. if you don't mind letting the guys know in the chat to join, I'm just finishing up my dinner
Yeah, for sure.
because I need to get. Look, what do you think of this? So I already ate the first one, but I had
Does that?
two strips of picanha, so like fat and steak, and then chickpeas.
Oh, yeah, that's solid, bro. Yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah, I need carb though. There's no carbs here.
Yeah. Honestly, what I do for carbs is it's just rice, white
Mm.
rice or just straight up brown rice.
No, no, for real. Um, I'm gonna text my wife to bring me some rice. Okay. So what we're doing now is yeah, on this call, really. The main goal is we can just continue role playing, right? But I want to actually review, I want to listen to a role play from Daniel. It's been a minute, and I want you to be the prospect, Oziel. I want you to be the same type of prospect. What's up, Daniel?
So
And
we're doing now
I
is
want you guys to role play. Yeah, on this call, really, the main goal is we can just continue role playing, right? But I want to actually you got to mute yourself, bro. I appreciate you for giving me a view though. Just mute yourself. It's all good. Like, sorry, mute the live stream, but you can unmute yourself because you guys are gonna do a role play together. We're gonna review a role play and we're gonna give you guys some feedback and then we're gonna do a call review if we have time. But realistically speaking, guys, like I need you guys to get to a point where we can pre-handle objections and like whatever. So Daniel's gonna be the closer.
Okay, so here's the deal though. I actually
Dildo?
jumped on. Yeah, I knew you were gonna make that. So here's the thing though. I I'm jumping off the call like in 5-10 minutes because I was gonna initially have another call with someone,
Okay,
but they just
start role playing.
okay. Hey, Ozia, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother?
All good, all good. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Not too bad, bro. Not too bad. So, yeah, where are you calling from, by the way?
I'm from the US. I'm from
Oh,
Colorado.
nice. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
you?
I'm in Europe actually. It's a bit later here than in your time zone, but yeah, we're still breathing. So look, what I want to do, first of all, are you cool still good for the next 45 minutes?
Yeah, still good.
Amazing. So yeah, like quickly just letting you know what I want to do on this call is obviously I got the notes from John. He told me like he gave me a brief rundown of like where you're at and what you want to achieve. Um, and I just want to make sure that these numbers align with everything that you told us. And then once that's done, once the boring stuff is out of the picture, like on the side, we can also get to know you a little bit better. That's what I want to know. Like, why is this important for you now? what is it that you're doing and what is working, what doesn't. And then if everything aligns, then I can show you how we can help and show you the next steps. Also, how our clients are crushing it. Okay, so
Yeah, for
sounds good.
sure. Sounds good to me.
Perfect. So what I have over here in my notes is you are 120 kg. You have a lot of back pain in your lower back area, and you have some knee pains as well. Just struggling with like overall energy, um, and energy crushes, right? Like being tired. Is that all accurate?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I mean, Ozzy, looking at these numbers and the fact that like you've been in this position for like the last 2 years, having the pain and the unoptimized energy levels, I guess addressing them like that all, how does it, I guess, how does it actually sit with you?
Well, I would say not the best. I mean, I definitely want to get out of this, position that I'm in, especially with the lower back pain. It's just
Mm.
making normal day-to-day activities like more difficult than they need to be. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. So day-to-day activities, I mean, I guess what do you mean by that? Like, can you expand a little bit? Like, how do your day-to-day activities feel at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I work from home, and literally anytime I get up from my chair, my back just hurts.
Mhm.
And or like anytime, like if I drop my phone and I reach down to pick it up, that also hurts my back. And pretty much,
Wow.
yeah, just haven't been feeling the best physically. Um, so I want to change that.
Yeah. Okay. So you said for a while you haven't been feeling well physically. How long exactly has you been experiencing these things?
Like 2 years or so, almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Okay. Got it. And I guess like has it been also impacting other areas of life? I mean, if you said even bending over for your phone is painful, like I guess how does that affect your work or even your like like your life in general?
Yeah, it's just kind of annoying to deal with, you know. Mm. Like it makes me feel older than I really am.
Mm,
Makes me feel like, I'm old and I might need a cane or something.
yeah.
Um,
How old are you actually?
I'm 30.
Okay. And how old do you feel?
I feel like 65 sometimes, bro. Anytime I reach down and like my
Wow.
back just that pain just shoots up.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, and that's tough. I guess, but like the actual back pain has been for 3 years the case. Like you felt that pain for 3 years.
Well, around two, but yeah, for that entire time, it's just been acting up.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and I feel it too in like other parts of my body, like my knees and stuff. So it
Yeah.
feels like it's getting worse.
Right. I mean, my that's really tough. By the way, I appreciate you opening up. I mean, I know it's not easy, even though I saw we were laughing a little bit, but deep down, I know it's actually painful. Like I know the pain you're feeling because I've talked to a lot of people by now, and they usually have the same issues. So once again, I honor you being honest. Now, you know, personally though, your relationships or like your family members, have they also seen you like this? Like, has that affected your relationships by any means?
How do you mean?
Yeah. So I guess you having the lack of mobility and like, the lack of ability to like actually have a painless life, has that been actually affecting your relationships as well? Like not being actively present with your family?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, sometimes, I'd be like in a normal conversation and like my mind just drifts to like my back pain or
Mm,
how like unfit.
yeah. Do you have a partner, by the way, or do you have kids?
Yeah, I have two kids and my wife.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How old are they?
My kids,
Yeah.
one of them is 7 and then one of them is 4.
Mhm. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and I guess how do you feel like you are showing up to them as their father? Like, do you feel like you are present with them on a daily?
I feel like I'm present with them. Yeah. I mean, besides what I just mentioned, like I do spend a lot of time with them whenever I'm not working.
Mhm.
Um, Sometimes though it does get a little tough, like whenever they want to go to the football field, kick the ball around or stuff like that.
Yeah, like you can do that with them, like kicking the ball and like playing with them,
I
or
can.
that's
It's
some.
just, yeah, it's just like a little difficult, more
Mhm.
than it needs to be.
Pause role play. Okay, good job, guys. That was really good, Daniel. Olivia, are you there?
Thank you.
Olivia, are you there?
I'm here. I'm in like, is anyone else's screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes the Momo is always a circle. I don't know why, but um, what I was gonna say is, were you listening to the roleplay?
I was, yeah.
Okay, what is your feedback on them?
So because I was looking at I was getting some calls prepped to send over, but like everything that I was overhearing, I think it was great. I
Be
think
honest.
that I think that you're really trying to pry into him, which is good. I think that this
Roast
is something
me.
that I struggled with too. No, this is something that I struggled with too. I think that tonality is kind of coming across as like it sounds like you're trying, it sounds a little bit unnatural, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it's really like flowing or your way of questioning is really flowing, which I really still struggle with this too. So just like that's probably my feedback that I have. It's just
What
like the
would you give him?
flow
Like,
of the word
what would
tracks.
you give him as far as like feedback to make sure that doesn't happen again?
The biggest thing that made a difference for me is every single time that you go to talk to the prospect, think about what is the most caring way that I can frame this that doesn't sound like I'm being a robot and I'm just trying to reframe him. I think that will really help with your flow. Just like, oh, like, how old are your kids? Oh, okay, gotcha. So, I mean, like, Asiel, let me just ask you, like a tone like that. Like, how do you feel like you're showing up in their lives or whatever, instead of just kind of being like a little bit choppier?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
No, that
I like
makes
that
a
you're
lot of sense.
digging.
Yeah, what that's called is inflections, right? When in your speech, you need to make sure that, when you're talking, you're not talking in a customer service tone where it's like, oh, really? So how did that work? Or like, oh yeah, so like how can I help you?
Going
Right?
up. Yeah.
Down, you need downwards inflection. Got it, man. So how does that feel? Versus got it. How does that feel? How does that feel? How do you
How does that
feel?
feel? Okay,
Right?
so more authoritative as well. If I'm going down, it's like more
You have to give BDE.
big, deep energy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like Olivia has that. Sometimes she does it too much, too well, that it comes off like rude, but you have to have like that balance, you know?
Yeah, because like if you go over, like you can be too aversive or like too aggressive, like
No,
seem
you
aggressive.
like it's not that you have to like tiptoe your way into the calls. No, like you can be assertive. It's just that the way that you say things and the way your body language determine everything. Never be afraid to say things how they are because you want to break the fourth wall as fast as you can.
You said BDE.
Yeah,
What does that stand for?
who asked that?
I did.
Bro, for real? What's behind that question?
What's behind that?
You
Uh,
don't know what BDE is, bro? Come on.
BDE. I probably heard it before. I and don't remember
Big dick energy.
that. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of the questions that I asked, I still feel a bit also unnatural and like off. when I'm going straight to identity, like I was already there, like, okay, how do you have family, kids? How's that affecting you? Was it like okay going in with like the next, like in the first two, three questions already there? Or was it feeling, did you guys feel it was unnatural
it was just off. No,
because of
nothing
the,
was off. Like it was just, dude, you just gotta not overthink so much and like just ask questions how you would ask questions. Like, do you talk to your mom like that?
yeah, fairs, like just conversational or
Like
conversation.
you just have to be yourself, bro. Like that's
Yeah,
literally it.
yeah. No, that's game.
Like there's nothing that you really have to know or like the word tracks or like the no, dude, it's literally just talk how you talk, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's
Great.
no
Something
this isn't Starbucks. It's not Chipotle. Like you don't need to change your tone of voice to please people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Cool.
let's investigate. So we're gonna review one of Olivia's calls. Daniel, you said you had to dip.
Yeah, I do have to jump, guys. But if you stay on for more than an hour, I'm gonna come back like in like 30 minutes.
I have a call top of the hour. So
Ah, shoot. Okay.
what
Well,
but
take care, guys.
you're gonna miss out though, bro, because look at this.
I'll watch the recording.
You're gonna miss out on the movie theater.
what the fuck is going on?
Take care, guys. We'll talk soon. Talk soon.
All right, see you later.
Daniel, you look like you're about to rob a bank right now.
I just can't put my hair's a mess right now, so I can't. Um, but yeah, so I'll let your fathom in here. I just usually don't like to let the fathoms in here when we're doing the group calls because then people can see the fathom and it's kind of like ugly. So
Okay, that's
um
fine.
no, it's good. It's fine. We're in a movie theater, so no one can see it. Um okay, so which one do you want me to which one do you want me to review first?
You can do Leonard first.
Which one was that? Link one or link two?
First link, link one.
Okay. Um
I had all the ammo in my hand. I literally just didn't hold his feet to the fire. He was full of shit. And
was it
yeah.
Discovery not good?
Discovery was good. Discovery was really, really good. Finances, he just kind of spiraled. And I think I let him just spiral for too long in that silence. And yeah, I have a call with him tomorrow morning, so I'm hopping back on with him. Um, he tried to back out of the call, but I told him I'm like, let me just hop on with me so I can at least point you in the best direction until like a month because he said that he has a lot on his plate. But anyways, so have a call with him tomorrow and I'm gonna try and undo what I did.
Okay, well, what I would say is this, right? Like you haven't joined our sessions in a while, and there's been a few things that we've discussed that you need to know, right? As far as like heart posture, leadership. But it's okay. You're a busy girl, like you're closing, so I don't blame you, right? But what I would say is make an effort to like actually put the calls on your calendar if you haven't already, because I'm telling you right now, the last like 5 sessions that we've had, man, like they've been crazy. Like actually insane. Like you can ask Momo, you can ask like OZL in here, like it's insane. For those of you guys that don't know, Miss Mastro, Miss Olivia, it has been closing now for I don't know how many years now, but she's making I don't know. She used to make 10K a month or like 15K a month as a closer. She's in this program now to try to get to 20K a month. But she was taking like, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was like looking at the stream. But yeah, so basically that's why she's here right now, and that's why we're reviewing this call. So if you're a closer that needs to get their call reviewed and they want to make more money, link in the description. Okay, let's go. By the way, this is being Olivia. It's okay if this call is on YouTube, right?
Oh God.
No?
It's just a shit call, but I mean, sure, go for it.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. What makes you feel like that? Because you didn't hold you didn't like you weren't a leader? Oh my God.
It
Okay.
was in the it was in the towards the end. He was great,
All right.
and it was a great discovery. The end, whenever we go
Just
into
based off of what
pricing.
I'm seeing, just based off of what I'm seeing right now, right? Like glasses, bald, probably a little bit overweight, old. It's a triple Emmy. The reason why I say it is because people that have glasses tend to be more analytical. They tend to, want more information, right? Not always, but bald means like they're most likely A-type, right? Because they're bald. It's very courageous to be a bald person. And old, well, you know, they're just old. But we gotta love them, right? We have to have a good heart posture and not be intimidated and like just be there for them and serve them because this person's here because they need help, right? This is a man. This is a child of God. Like this is someone who he used to be a baby before, right? So it's like there's no difference between this person now versus when he was 5 years old. He just looks older. If anything, if I speak to someone that's a lot older than me, it's like I actually like I think they're cute. Like, oh, like, you know? So it's important to recognize that because I'm probably sensing that you were intimidated by him and that you weren't probing or you weren't holding me accountable enough. Is that wrong? Am I wrong to say that?
No, you're not wrong, and that's just like a reflection of me being out for the last week.
That's okay, right?
Hmm.
Momo, I'm just gonna remove your thing because your camera's not on. So I'm gonna sit here, you and Oziel, you're in the corner. Okay. All
Is
right.
there a way to blur his face out?
I'm in.
If
Mm,
this is gonna be on YouTube, just for the privacy of the guys, because a lot of the guys they don't.
yeah. What I would say is this. What I can do is I can make this live stream unlisted, and then I'll make sure post-production that he is not showing his face. Sounds good?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So let me just make
Yeah,
sure I turn off the live stream. But yeah, if you're watching this live, like I said, like again, I'm sorry guys, it's free, so like you get what you get, right? If you want to be live and you want to be sitting in these actual seats, like next to Olivia or next to Oziel, get nice and comfortable, then you can book a call down below and we can help you close some more deals. Or if you're trying to become a closer, then yeah. So how do I make this unlisted? Okay, there you go. Boom. Unlisted. Let me just make sure it's not public before we go. Yeah, we're good to go. All right.
awesome.
Okay, let's do it. It'll still say live streaming, but it's live streaming unlisted. Because what I do is whenever it's unlisted, then I basically relist it after it's edited, basically. So unless nah, whatever. Okay. All right.
I was
I
gonna
was
say
just gonna say.
you and I
I
have
was
a
just gonna say
one-on-one
like,
tomorrow. If you wanted to just review this, and I just give you the objection that he gave me, it's up to you.
or you could just play the audio.
Yeah, why don't I just play the audio?
That
Yeah.
too. There we go.
Okay, so let me relist this then. Okay, hold on. All right, there you go.
Just
Publish.
for respect out of the client, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
exactly. So what I'll do then instead is I'll do this, like just to make it more interactive for the people that have a uh attention span of a goldfish, like me. I will share my whiteboard.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, Olivia, you missed like, oh my God. Like it was actually crazy.
I didn't know which ones were like the group calls. I didn't know, and just like the last one's been
Honestly,
insane. But
it was like a year's worth of knowledge in a week. For me,
okay.
anyway.
Well,
It's
I'm
mad.
gonna need the recordings, and I'm gonna binge
They're
those.
all it's all on YouTube. It's
No,
all on
on
YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube.
Oh, they're all live streams. Okay.
Like I edited them and I posted them.
Okay. Are
But we
all the
got like
group calls
7, 8
live
hours.
streams?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I
Yeah, but
understand
like
that.
but
Okay.
you can join them though. Like this is the thing, you guys have access to it. It's 1 p.m. EST every day, 5 p.m. EST every day, minus Saturday and Sunday, right?
Okay.
So if you don't already have it on your calendar, like I said, actually book it off. Like, again, you want to sharpen your axe as a closer. Like, you want to have like you want to have your calendar open, but like it's important to have training scheduled in, or else you're not going to train.
Absolutely. Okay.
So basically, yeah, let's go into this call review. And I'm going to play the audio. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Rhode Island.
Okay, so Leonardo, I have some of the notes that you had submitted over in front of me. Really, what I'd like to do.
For the people that can't see the face, Olivia's face hasn't changed that much on the call. So, yeah.
What does that mean?
You have a very like monotone face.
You can call it an RBF. It's an RBF.
Arbia? What's Arbia?
Resting bitch face.
Oh. Uh no, like you don't look intimidating at all. It's just that your face does not change.
That's so funny. Okay. I'm gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, like smile more. Right? So, yeah.
Was just to make sure I have all the numbers accurate.
Okay.
Once I have all that down, it'll really just take a few minutes to get to know you a little bit better, your lifestyle, circumstances, goals, all of that. And then there, if it makes sense, I'll go ahead and walk you through how all of our clients are just seeing massive success with fat loss and weight loss in general. And just map out exactly how that will look like for you. And if it's something that you're interested in, we'll go ahead and get you started and onboarded today.
Okay. So the frame, we're just gonna go outcome by outcome, or like I guess part by part. So first, it was too fast, right? It just sounded like one blob, right? Because in speech, you can even hear his response. He was like, okay, 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 like every like 3 seconds. He wasn't listening. But that's not his fault, right? The way that you get someone to listen is to pause. And just like how you guys are all leaning in and trying to hear what I'm going to say next, it's because my tonality. It's also like I'm pausing and I know what I'm going to say next. Okay, so make sure you include pauses in your speech. Because you can even hold that silence. And it's so powerful. You literally looked up to see if I was still on the call. I saw that. So you have to be comfortable holding that silence. Because when you're asking questions, especially tough ones, you need to make sure that you're putting on, like, imagine like you're putting a dirty diaper on someone and you're making them sit in their own poop or pee. You can call it like piss boat. Like we can say piss boat, you can say dirty diaper, because they're forced to take it off. And the way that you do that is you put it on them and you just sit back and you let them come out. Versus you just trying to get an outcome, versus you just trying to ask a question, versus you just trying to set the frame. Right? Now, one thing I want to say as well, pee poo. So one thing I want to say as well is, you know, when you're going through, I guess, the frame, you also don't like want to avoid. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just like, don't say like, yeah, like we're gonna say like, you're gonna see the massive success in our program, because then that basically insinuates like in his brain he's gonna think, oh, there has to be like a new novel way that they like there's probably like a crazy way that they're gonna help me do this. And his information is not going to be lizard mode, it's going to be information mode. We have to bring their brains to lizard mode. Right? Because you have to understand that these people, Olivia, they're coming home from work, or they're at work, still at home, right? Because remote working, right? They walk in, right? Their wife's like, hey honey, how's it going? Good. How is work? Good. Want dinner? Yes. See you later. Bye. Their brains are off. That's why it's so important. Chocolate. That's why it's so important to pause, slow down, right? If you were to do the frame again, try it right now.
Like actually do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Daniel, so first what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get all the numbers accurate, and then from there, just take a few minutes to get to know you a little bit better, your lifestyle, circumstances, goals, and then if it makes sense, I'll walk you through how all of our clients are seeing success, and if it makes sense, we'll go ahead and get you started today. Sound good?
Say that again, but pretend I'm your mom or your dad.
Okay. So
Like
Daniel,
Olivia, I need to listen. I think I told you this in our last call. I need to feel like you actually care.
okay. Let me try that.
You see how I'm sitting in the silence right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's uncomfortable. You're scratching your
Yeah.
head, you're moving your chair, and I'm just like an oak tree. But I care about you, so I'm gonna call you out. But I'm also not gonna sound like a robot. Because this is genuinely how I talk. Like if you ask anybody in my family, this is how I talk to them. So when you say it, right, you need to just be yourself, right? Like remove this slack mind, this quota, like just remove the grip from sales and just realize that you're talking to another human being and this person could be old enough to be your dad. So treat him like your dad, right? Be playful, smile. Hey, how's it going? Good, good. So here's what we're gonna do, right? First thing, let's just get the numbers out of the way. Boring stuff. All right. Second thing, I want to get to know you more. Okay. Figure out what's even the point of you doing all this stuff, what you're trying to build ideally, lifestyle wise, what's working right now, what's not working right now. And then if everything makes sense, yeah, we'll show you, like if everything aligns, I'll show you how the process works and we can get you started. Sounds good? That's more calm, that's more rooted, that's more caring, right? And I'm also not saying massive success, right? I'm just saying if it aligns, I'll show you how the process works and we'll get you started.
Okay.
We'll try it again.
Okay. Hey, hey Daniel. So, um, first what we'll do is just I don't fucking know. Like I'm like so used to saying it. I feel like I'm saying it in a caring tone. That's okay. So Daniel, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead, get the numbers out of the way, and after all that's accurate, just take a few minutes, get to know you a little bit better, your lifestyle, circumstances, goals, all of that. And then if it makes sense, I'll walk you through what the program looks like, and then we can go ahead and get you started from there. Sound good?
No. It sounds good, yeah. But no, good job. It's just that like, okay, when you're out with the next time you're out with your girls at like the bar, I want you to record like you talking. Because there's no way you talk like that in real life.
I swear to God, I do.
Okay,
I
so
don't
when
know.
I see you in 3 weeks, I'm not gonna feel like I'm talking to a sales rep.
Okay.
Like you see how you're opening up, you see how you're showing your teeth, you see how you're smiling, right? You can tell by how genuine someone is being when they show their teeth. Because showing teeth is like a sign of vulnerability. And like keeping your mouth open psychologically shows that you're calm, right? Whereas like if I share my screen right now, it's not going to show his face, but I just want to show you what I mean. Like you do not look safe. Oh wait, hold on. I need to stop sharing my screen. Like you do not look safe, right? Like you look pretty tense. And if you come into that call with that energy, the prospect's going to be tense. OZL or Momo. Or actually Oziel, because he has his camera on. What was
Yeah.
that like when we talked about the SPCL stuff the other day, and like what is the main thing that like there was two things that like we have to be to get people to
Uh,
make decisions and get people to buy into us?
I remember S was status,
Beyond that,
power,
like beyond that, that was like the explanation of it. But
right?
like, what is the characteristic that we have to embody?
Well, I would say authoritative, obviously, but also like you got to make him feel safe and
How do you make them feel safe?
trusting, relating with them like
How do you make them feel safe, and how do you make them feel like you're the authority?
Leadership and trust.
Leadership and influence,
Influence. Yeah,
influence. Yes.
right? You need to have
right.
influence because again, people will buy into you, not the program. Olivia, remember that. Who cares about what Adam's program is? This is not Adam's program. It's your program. People are buying into you, how you look, how you dress, how you talk, how you look, how fit you are, right? It's like if it's almost as if like a closer was a fat person. Would you buy from that person if he was selling how to lose weight? No. So you have to basically embody the end result. But I mean, because you're a female, obviously you can't. But the thing is, you can embody that through your speech, through your bank account, through your demeanor. Because if you're fit mentally, sorry, if you're fit physically, most likely you're fit mentally, most likely you're fit spiritually, most likely you're fit communicatively, if that's even a word, right? You're able to teach a class like this, just like me. Now I'm not in the best shape of my life, but I'm not insecure of my body. I'm not insecure of my career. I'm not insecure of what I do because I own it, right? So it's really just the little things. Let's get back into the car view. But does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back into it.
Does that sound good?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, like I mentioned, just want to get all these numbers situated. So, currently 185, 190, is that correct? How long have these been your numbers for?
Maybe at least a year and a half. I'd say probably a year and a half, maybe. Yeah, two. Let's say 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So just kind of given that, 185, 190 for 2 years, wanting to drop another 30 pounds.
One thing that I would say, like psychologically, right? If you're on a Zoom call, who are you most likely going to like perceive as like the host of the Zoom call or like the leader? Is it going to be the person? So let's just say like this is a Zoom call, right? We have all these guys, right? Whatever. People here, whatever, cool, right? But who are you going to perceive more? Is it the person that like you can see their face fully? You can see their neck, you can see their shoulders, you can see their chest. You can see, okay, this is not a girl. I'm not drawing boobs, I'm drawing like pecs, right? Oh my God. Okay. Right. This person, oh my God. Okay. Jesus Christ. You get it, right? So this person, you can see their upper body. Their background is clear. They have a clear crystal image. You can see plants in the background. You can see life, right? Or is it the person that has their camera like here and you can barely see their shoulders and then like their whole entire background is blurry? Who
The
is
first one.
why?
I guess it just looks more professional.
Exactly. And it's also more confident. It's also like you don't want to be on a call where the prospect looks like this and then you look like this. because psychologically they think they're bigger than you, and visually they're bigger than you. And you're talking to men, right? So you need to make sure that your camera angles are right, because like in this video, like your whole entire, I mean, you have a nice background. I don't know where you are, but it's a nice background, right? It looks like a really nice office, whatever. Good trees, but the background is blurry, which means you're insinuating you have something to hide, right? And your head is like this, right? So just like move the camera down a little bit. Show the shoulders, show the upper body, because like you need to like this is like a lion. When you look at the lion, they have a big, proud chest. I don't know how to draw, but you get it, right? And they have like that mane on their chest. And it's genetically like that because they're forced. They're not the strongest animals. In fact, like the lionesses are the ones that actually hunt. The lions just sleep on their ass all day and they're fat. But genetically, because they're showboating, their posture is like this because they want to show their chest. They want to be like, look at me, right? So that's nature, psychology, right? You don't want to be like the guy hunched over, wearing glasses, like with the camera angle like so high, right? Because then you just look like a regular dude, right?
Some more muscle. I guess just with your current circumstances, how is all that just sitting with you?
Yeah, I mean, I was down to about 170, 175 3 years ago. And it's sitting with me like it's attainable. I've done it before through different other vehicles of working out and training and discipline. I just my lifestyle's been just a little different, especially this year. I bought a house and I got tenants and all this. So I'm a bit of my lifestyle's busy. But other than that, it's attainable.
So the first objection that I heard, what I always like to do is I like to get organized, right? So like when you're doing your calls, like you want to have your notes, and I always write alignment because I like alignment phase. That's usually where I write down the objections. Obviously above I have like current, and then I have like goal, and then I have that's it. Right? I leave some space in between the two. That way I can write notes. And if I have anything that I want to go back on, I can. Oh, one more I have is doubt. Because if they say something, I want to also write, I want to get ammo. Usually the doubt is like the biggest one. Because like there's a lot of things I want to doubt. Right? Oh, you have a lot of time. Like you have a lot of projects going on. Like you don't feel like you have time? How do you mean? But what I hear so far, the objection has been time. So I need to be ready. Like if I was on this call, I would have went straight into alignment phase. Because again, maybe I can find it, but I can't. But the thing is, what I want to do is you want to get really good at Olivia from going from like this is a sales call and like I have to understand like where they are now versus like where they need to be with like the cape. And like I have to like consequence and I have to like doubt and I have to then like pitch them. Then like I have to like objection handle and then I have to close them. No. Like you want to get away from this and you want to go straight from frame, get the boring stuff out of the way, like the numbers. And then, does anyone want to guess?
Identity.
Yep. I'm not sure if I said that earlier, but, or did you know that?
You didn't say that earlier. I knew that.
Okay, good. So, and again, identity is the fork in the road, right? It's who they are now. Like you have to basically make them choose who they want to be. And you have to use analogies and you have to use, whatever you got to do. Stories, shifting beliefs. Because the longer you stay up here, the longer you stay in like, oh, like how long have you been doing this for? Oh, like la 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 la, right? It's just this. So Thank you, Oziel. I didn't see that. So does that make sense? So like in this call, I legit would have been like, got it. So just so I can understand the full picture. When you say you've been busy, how do you mean? And you literally just start pre-handling objections. And then like you can legit before, Inception, right? Like perspective, what happens if we keep this way of thinking? What have you lost? How committed are you? Right? Great. But that's not really shifting the identity because they still have to tell you what sort of decisions they have to make moving forward. Because you can have someone agree with you that, yes, obviously you need to make better decisions and you can't have time to be an excuse, but you also have to challenge who they are, like to the fiber of their being, which is something that we actually talked about on one of the other calls. I'll send it to you, but it's on my YouTube channel. I think it's called 15K thing. I don't know. It's like it's one of those. Yeah, it's like the $15,000 a month handling objection masterclass. That one's fire. Like, that was like one of the best. Actually, no, that was like the second best. But anyways, because you can go into identity and then go straight into alignment and then basically like have him tell you, or like you basically have him agree that like, yeah, like you need to make the time, and you can be like, yeah, what happens if you don't make the time? So you start the inception and then you can literally just be like, is that what you deserve? Oh my, I can't spell deserve, right? Deserve. That's like consequence of doubt. And then you can do, what do you deserve? And you can go into goals. The faster we get here, Olivia, your discoveries are going to be 10 minutes. Okay, that's too short, but you know what I mean, right? So
I think I just learning more about macros and how the benefits of that, and I'm very unfamiliar with that world. I attempted it for a minute, but it was a little tedious and I was a little frustrated, and I ended up stopping, and it was just with the assistance of one person. So the macros thing, but your program, I'm just curious to see how that, to get really disciplined on that, because everything's about lifestyle shifts, and I feel like I'm on a path that's pretty good, but when it comes to working out, not so good. So
what? I did not get what he said, but he did say something that's important, which is like I attempted something and I got tedious and I fell off of it with one person, and then I'm curious and I looked at the macros and the statistics, and so it's a very analytical, very like just let me sit in the airport. Like again, Olivia, imagine this. Imagine you, so where are you from? Ohio?
No. Um, we'll just say Tampa, that's fine.
No, but like where's your hometown?
I have three. So I mean North Carolina is one of them.
Like what's the most hick one?
Iowa.
Okay. Iowa, right? When I think of Iowa, I think of like horses and cattle, right? And then you go to Tampa, beach, destination, paradise. Imagine this is you and this is your boyfriend. He's wearing pants, okay? And you guys go in your car, right? You guys are driving in your car together in your Tesla, right? You're driving, everything's nice, right? You're in the back seat, whatever. And you guys get to the airport, right? Where you fly the planes and like the planes are flying, right? Great, cool, done. Would it make any sense for you guys to get to the airport and then be like, wait, which flight do we take? Let's wait until we find the best flight with the best airplane, with the nicest seats, with the most prettiest, handsomest stewardess, and the most experienced airplane pilot. Because how long would you, like, if you did that, how long would you be waiting?
Long time.
But the thing is though, like, do you think you would actually know when you would find those things? Because
No,
how would you know until you get on the plane?
you wouldn't.
Exactly. Right? So what I just said to you is exactly a reframe you can use. Because it's like, does it make sense that someone spends years going to different airlines, or they did one airline, they had a bad experience. Let's say someone flew to like from Iowa to Tampa, and they're like, shit, it's too hot. I want to go back home. Right? And they're here and they want to go here, but because the pilot that they had was rude, or like, there was a layover and like they had to sleep at the airport one night. They had this trauma that like, oh my gosh, like all airports are bad. Or like, oh, like I have to make sure that like I make sure I work with only like Asian pilots, right? But like if you wait for the next flight to have like the best absolute catered experience, are you ever going to get to Iowa? No. It's like this guy flew to Tampa, had one experience, it was bad, and now is sitting in the airport dreaming to get back home, but he's just staring at like the Jumbotron where like all of the flights are. And he's like, okay. And like he's like interviewing the pilots and he's like asking them like what each button does, and he's just gonna stay in Tampa. He's not gonna get back to Iowa. Right. So you have to make him see that. Because he doesn't need, like, what do you mean you need what, like you need help with someone? Like I would have been like, well, I mean, yeah, I hear you, right? So let me just go back to what he said, right?
So the macros, I attempted it for a minute, but it was a little tedious, and I was a little. I think I bought a house, and I think I just learning more about macros and how the benefits of that, and I'm very unfamiliar with that world. I attempted it for a minute, but it was a little tedious, and I was a little frustrated, and I ended up stopping, and it was just with the assistance of one person. So the macros thing, but your program, I'm just curious to see how that, to get really disciplined on that, because
I would have stopped him right there and I'd been like, hold on one second. Seriously. Question. What makes you feel? Because the information's everywhere, right? If you use ChatGPT and you search up like how macros work, you'll probably find the answer. What makes you feel like you need someone to tell you what macros are? And you just sit. But it's like you don't hire a coach to teach you things. Sorry, you don't hire a coach to like tell you things that you probably already know or you can find out very easily. Usually it's for mastery. Usually it's for accountability, right? He's here because he thinks he wants to learn about like our process and like he just wants to like shop around and like get some info. But you just be very straight up with him. It's like, listen, are you here to just get some information or actually take action if we find a solution? Because if you just want information, I can send you that and we can end the call now. Did I sound rude at all? No, I'm serving him. Hey, dude, by the way, just want to make sure, like, if it's just information you're looking for, I can resend you the video that was sent to you. You can rewatch that and just get more information on how we help you and what we do. But this call is to actually, get started and join our coaching program. Is that something you want to do? Right? Because again, it's like they're here because they want to learn how macros work or like our metabolic system. Who cares? They're not there. They're not there for that. They're there because they're living in their consequence of an action and they need someone to help them out. Now I'm saying these things, Olivia, not to fire you up or like make you be like, oh man, like I'm gonna kill the next person I get on the call with. I'm gonna eat their face off. No. The way I'm saying it, yes, it might, but I want to set the intention clear that you need to be a human being. and you need to actually care about these people because you have to understand the only reason why a drug addict stays on the street is not because they're a bum or because they're lazy. It's because they've been hitting the drugs so long that it's actually way harder for them to get clean. They didn't reflect enough when they had back pain or they had trauma as a child to like be like, I should probably see a doctor instead of like, let me just take this pill. Right. So to wrap this up, what I want to tell you is like really be intentional, and you really have to also care. Like I actually have to feel it, right? When you're asking people questions, it's like you're genuinely curious. And even if you die on that hill, if someone's drowning, I'm not going to let that person drown. I'm going to grab their arm and pull them up until they get on my boat because I give a shit. Like I actually care about them. I don't want someone to die in front of me. Do you want someone to die in front of you? Letting him off this call is watching him create his own death sentence because he does not want to change. If someone doesn't want to get on my boat because they don't trust me or they don't want to get shot or they think that like it's better to wait in the cold, freezing water for longer, I don't care. I'm going to do everything I possibly can in my power to make sure that he gets on my boat, even if my arm rips out of my socket. Like if I lose my arm because I'm trying to pull him up, I will do that because I actually care and I love people. And you just have to get rid of this like lizard brain that we all have as sales reps that give us like the, I guess, feeling that, you know, these are just numbers and like we're just closing people. No, like this is a legit person that got on a call to cry for help. It's like someone. I'm gonna wrap this up because I know it's the hour and my one of my prospects is on the call actually right now. But yeah, what I would say is like it's like a drug addict that you've known for a while, like finally reaches out to you and like, hey man, I want to get clean. And you're doing a discovery on them and you're pre-selling them and you're pre-handling their objections. That way they don't hit the needle again. And then the second you get to the rehab facility, they're like, stop the car. And they're like pulling up the needle and they're like, I need to get high one more time before I do it. Now you're not gonna like grab the needle and throw it out the window because they're gonna go ballistic on you. You want to shine the sun brighter so that they take off the layer, so that they get out of the car. But if you just like blow a massive wind on them, they're gonna grab onto their jacket tighter and they're not gonna release or surrender their grip. So I obviously haven't seen the entire call, but I can tell where the call is gonna go just based off of your demeanor in the beginning and based off of like what he is saying. And I don't think you handled it right away. I read the transcript, right? So you have to have these things because again, once you do these two things, you shine and you like, you know, you actually give people a good feeling and you do this because people buy into you, right? It's not the program. Does that make sense? So yeah, for your fitness, like because you have a fitness offer and you're selling to men, like again, just focus on being yourself because that frame, that call, I know you're trying your best, but it wasn't, I didn't feel like you actually cared. If your mom just joined the Zoom room, you need to pretend like your mom just joined the Zoom room and give them the love and affection and smile and like be vulnerable. It's okay. Right. So before we end this meeting, does anybody have, or I can't really take any questions because my guy is waiting, but Olivia, do you have any questions?
No, I don't. That covered everything. I have a call with him tomorrow, so I'm gonna take all that into consideration and get him in.
You make sure you recap and you go straight into identity after because his emotions are down. Don't expect him to close because he already did a discovery. You might have to do a second discovery,
Okay.
right? But is that helpful though?
Very helpful. Thank you.
What's your biggest takeaway?
Same one that it's been for a while. Just continue to try and show that I care when I'm talking, act like it's my mom that I'm talking to. Um, and also just like whenever they give an objection or anything like that. Just handle it right up front and not wait.
But we're not handling the objections. We are watching someone hold a needle in their hand, and we love them enough to tell them, hey man, you're better than that. Like Olivia, I'm not joking around when I say like you like you're no longer Olivia Mastro closes or she sells Academy. Like you're no longer that. Like you are someone who genuinely cares about every person because again, I don't know if you like what your faith looks like, but you know, these are your brothers and sisters, right? Like they are sons of God, right? So they're literally related to you. And you have to just like realize that and materialize that and just block out all of the noise, all the quotas, all the Slack messages. Do not disturb and just zone in on that person. If you need to cry on your calls, do it. I've cried on my calls. Like sometimes I see someone and it actually pains me to see another human living that way. And when they feel that I care that much, they open up more. I'm in pocket all the time and I'm able to handle their objections so much easier because I actually care as opposed to just putting them through a process. Because again, it's 2026. It's getting way harder these days. AI is here. Show rates are lower. Cost per book call is higher. People are just shooketh. Like they're just like scared. Like they're terrified of you because they think that you're going to scam them. That's the truth. So you have to do these two things, okay? But
Okay.
100% sure, like
show rates are lower, but the prospect's waiting for Daniel in the Zoom.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, you guys are gonna see Adrian. He's a fitness coach, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh,
What's going on,
there we
guys?
go. Goes hand in
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, Olivia Mastro
Awesome.
is a fitness closer. Yeah.
That's what's
All
up.
right, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Olivia, seriously, make the time to book. Like, do you like? I'll send you the calendar thing again, but genuinely book 1 p.m.s and 5 p.m.s. Like, not both at the same time, but make sure you're sharpening your axe at least 1 hour a day. Just
Yeah.
like going to the gym is important. You need to make time for yourself and like to actually ground yourself because it's not about taking more calls. It's about taking less calls and just getting better at closing.
Yep. Absolutely. Send that over to me. I'm going to add it to my calendar as soon as you do.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
See you later. Okay. Daniel, Momo, you guys, if you, I mean, you don't have any, if you, oh my gosh, you can't even talk. If you don't have any other questions, Adrian and I are now in session. Yeah, this is my office, bro. Welcome. I'm just joking. Hold on, let me
Thanks for
turn.
having me.
Let me just yeah, Momo and Daniel, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?
I see you.
Let's boys.
Take care. Take care.
See you later.
See you later, bro. Okay, hold on, let me just end the live stream.